Welcome, Taurus, to your October 2020 reading. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. If this is the first time you've tuned in, I offer free mini readings for all new subscribers. So if you've got a question about this particular reading or something that this reading doesn't cover for you, just click the subscribe button and ask your question in the comments below. Or if you want to keep it out of the public forum, you can email me and I'll be happy to shuffle my cards for you in private as well. Now, if you're already a subscriber, you can purchase private readings from me. So just email me and I'll give you the details about how that works as well. But let's get into your October reading. Now, wow, that's all I can say, Taurus. You have 3 nights in October. Nights talk about movement and change. So a really big theme I can see for you in October is that shifting and moving and changing and progressing for you in October. Now, out of the 8 cards, 5 of them are court cards. So I'm seeing a lot of people in your life in October, quite significant. I've got the feeling this is work related, but this can also be in your day-to-day life as well. Now, we start out with the Knight of Wands. Now, what a fiery, passionate night this is. And this is talking about, the Knight of Wands talks about a situation in October where you're going to actually have to move quite quickly. And this doesn't have to be a challenging situation, but it could be something absolutely wonderful. And it might be like you are having to consider 2 different job offers or 2 different invitations that you might have to go on. You know, it's just a choice that you've got to make quickly, but you've only got a small period of time to make that decision. So you don't want to make a rash decision, but you're probably going to have to come to a conclusion quite quickly as well. So thinking is important, but your feelings and your intuition will probably be telling you what it is that you need to do. So you need to consider all the options, but then once you've made that decision, bang, you're off. But, you know, the Knight is also, if this represents a person, because these can all be people, so the Knight is a fire sign. This is a Leo, a Sagittarius, or an Aries. And this is someone that sort of can come in and save the day as well for you, You know, they're one of those Knights that come in a blinding rush. They know what to do. They're sort of that Knight that comes in and wants to have a quest and help people. So this could be someone that's quite comes in a flash. They're charming and they love adventure. They're quite confident, and they're confident in their ability to succeed as well. But they get restless really easily. So if this is a love interest, sometimes they're not the best person if you want to secure love in your life, because they're in like a flash and then they're off again when they see something better. But I'm feeling, as I said, this person is someone that is really great at coming in and just being able to help in any situation. And they care about the people that they're trying to help as well. So it's not like they don't have that caring feeling around them, but they can be a little bit self-centered as well. Then we move on to the Knight of Pentacles. Now, this Knight is probably the slowest moving Knight of all, but what the Knight of Pentacles tells you is it is time to move on. And, you know, you've gotten to that stage where the planning is complete. Now it's time to take action. and you've made really good plans, and they're excellent plans, as a matter of fact, and things are going to work out quite well for you. So you're really encouraged to maintain your integrity throughout the whole process, follow through on any promises that you've made, and off you go. So again, action, movement, things are really happening for you in October. Now, this can also talk about business travel or financial rewards, as well as guardian angels as well. And this night is quite, again, and if this is a person, this is an earth sign, and you've got the Queen of Pentacles there. So I'm feeling like earth signs are significant for you. That is Taurus, like yourself, Capricorn, or Virgo. Now, these are, this person, no matter what needs to be done, this person, this night can figure things out. And this can be you as well. This can be representing you. And, they know how to get things successfully completed with at least 3 backup plans. They're quite opposite to that Knight of Fire. They really think things through. They're very meticulous, and they're really good at planning things out. And, they're charming, and they're honorable as well. And they're very trustworthy. And yeah, so, but if anyone who wants to hurt someone they love, an animal they love, is going to get on their bad side. So if you hurt them or someone they love, you are going to be on their bad side. So just because, this knight doesn't really, he's one of the few knights that can put their sword away quite easily, but if they need to get it out, by God, they will cut you badly. So, again, another person that's around you in October that's really going to be helping out and helping you get things done. And then we move on to the Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords is very fast-moving energy as well. This is like the Knight of Wands. This is an air sign. If this represents a person, it's an air sign. So Aquarian, Libran, or Gemini. So if you've got any of those people around you, they might be showing up in October as being significant. Now, this sign's actually probably the fastest moving energy. This Knight of Swords is probably the fastest moving energy in the whole deck, even faster than the Knight of Wands. And if your life seems to be moving slowly, or not even moving at all, when you see the Knight of Swords, it's like stepping into a whirlwind and things are just going to go shoo, and sweep you up and take you off. It's a really active card, and it speaks of taking action as well. And because this is the swords represent air, which represents the mind and thoughts. So the Knight of Swords talks about thinking your way through a solution. So, when you see these cards coming into your reading, it's also sort of asking you to take on the qualities of a lot of these cards as well. So it's really saying you can think your way through any issue that you're having, and you're going to use your intellect to really make any decision that you need to do. And I'm feeling like this is quite significant for you to do that. But, because there's just so much movement, so much action, it might seem a little bit difficult to think through your choices before acting, but it's really important that you ponder out your alternatives and fully consider, what is the desired outcome that you are really looking for before you get too far down the road. So think things through before you actually get down the road. And again, like, you have the Eight of Pentacles, so this is about work, and I do feel like this is work. So these could all be work colleagues for you that you are perhaps having meetings with, or joining together and talking about certain situations or solutions to problems that you might be having. But the Eight of Pentacles does mean that you will be working hard and learning, and sort of perhaps even maybe even like getting further education for some of you. But it's the Apprentice card. The Eight of Pentacles is the Apprentice card, and it's where you actually throw yourself into learning a new skill. This could be representing you changing jobs or changing roles within your organization, and honing your skills. Just honing your skills in general, even if you aren't moving. But oh gosh, I'm seeing so much movement and shifting. Those 3 nights, they're just really quite intense, making this reading quite intense. That's the energy I'm feeling. And you've got 3 nights, but then look at your final card. There's a guy riding a horse as well. There's your 4th night. It's just I'll go into that card a little bit later on, but the energy is movement, and movement and movement. movement. That's all I can say. So also in October, some of you might be working really hard on a particular project, and you don't want to let it go until every aspect of that has been attended to. You're really focused, and you've set your eyes on perfection, and you're really determined to make that grade, or to get the job done perfectly and get things sorted out. And I'm feeling like you are really wanting to better yourself and further develop your skills in October as well. Now, here we have another person, the Queen of Pentacles. Again, another earth sign. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is really a card that talks about money. So, it's almost like you're manifesting a lot of money, or you're able to have a really good income, or even get a further income for you in October. And this card talks about you having everything kind of figured out, and you sort of, because you yourself are an earth sign, you prefer to take a very down-to-earth approach to your problems, and you're really being called on this in October to make sure that those around you are getting their needs met. And you are such a caring sign anyway, and you naturally do that. You naturally make sure that everyone around you has their needs met. So I feel like this is also happening for you. But don't forget your family and friends just because your career is really busy. You've got to have that balance and focus on that as well. And with this card, it also reminds you to use kindness in your interactions with others. Sometimes you might think you understand a situation, but it's quite possible that what someone else is going through is more than you know. Like, they might have more going on than you really know about. So and you don't kind of know the whole situation. So just a little bit of word of warning there, you know, don't assume that you know everything. Just take things slowly and work through things, and there will be a solution. Now, this as a person, I mean, this person is a great mother, a great partner. They're an amazing friend, and, you know, they're the sort of person that can run a company, raise money for their favorite charity, come home, do the cooking, be out in the garden, do the gardening, you know, they can just do everything. They're just one of those people, and they're really generous. And I feel like this is like describing you, because you are like that as well. And, you know, you help anyone who requires assistance, and, you know, they're just they're just such a lovely person. But, you know, one thing with the Queen of Pentacles, I usually read this sign as a Virgo, but because this is a general reading, it is any earth sign, but or it's just someone with the characteristics of this sign. But one thing about this person is they love spending money, and they are often quite financially stable, but money flies through their fingers like there's no tomorrow. They're good at making money, but they're good at spending it too, and they love it, spending things on luxurious, they love spending money on luxurious things. But yeah, this person is quite significant again for you, and is going to be playing a role in all of this fast moving action that you've got in October. Now, you also have the Five of Swords here. Now, the Five of Swords can be a little bit of a challenging card. And what the Five of Swords says is sometimes we don't always make the right choices. And that can leave us feeling like it doesn't make you feel bad. It doesn't make you feel good when you make the wrong choice. But you need to acknowledge as well sometimes that you've made that wrong choice. It's not a card that comes into your reading to sort of chastise you and say, oh, look at you, you've done the wrong thing. But it's a card that comes in to sort of say, you know, you might have won the battle, but was it actually worth the fight? Was it worth going through all of that tumultuous fighting and battling to get a victory that kind of seems a little bit hollow in the end? And I'm feeling this could be from the past, and something that's still sort of staying with you now. And this card kind of says that everything happens for a reason, and you have to learn from what it was that actually happened so you can then move on. You know, make sure you clear things up. And the messages that were coming through in some of those nights is, you know, stand in integrity, you know, look at things honestly, and be honest with yourself and those around you as well. And if you realize that you've made a bad choice or an error in something, make a course correction. This is kind of why the Five of Swords comes up here. You know, you have the opportunity to change things and make things work out in a way that you really, in a way that is good for everyone involved, you know. Now, also the Five of Swords comes into your life, into your reading sometimes to let you know that there are other people around you. And this, of course, might not relate to everyone. So if this doesn't resonate with you, just let it go. But the Five of Swords can come into your reading to let you know that the other people around you actually might not have the most wonderful motives when they're coming into your life. And the reason that they're doing certain things could be very questionable, and they're not in line with you and what you want. So I think there's a really important message to make sure that you create an environment that can open up avenues of communication, and then everyone's integrity can kind of be confirmed. So that's really important in October as well for some of you. Now, the Six of Cups is a beautiful card. It's a card about emotion, and it's a card about looking back at the past as well. And you've got, the past can actually be quite influential over the present. And the Six of Cups, when it comes in, it tells you to kind of honor the past as well and express gratitude for those amazing memories that you have. And it also talks about being able to forgive regarding challenging times that have happened in the past, and that's going to allow you to move forward in a direction that is going to make you happy. Now, this card can also talk about somebody returning from the past, and considering you've got so many people around you in this reading, these could be friends from the past or lovers from the past that are coming back into your life, someone that you perhaps grew up with or you knew from from your early years or being an early adult. And this could be sparking up for those that aren't involved in a relationship. This could be someone that you had a romantic kind of history with, that you didn't have a romantic history with, I should say, that they're just friends, but now they're coming back into your life, and something deeper is going to evolve, and something more intimate is going to happen with this particular person. And another thing with the Six of Cups is it's really asking you to review the past and ask yourself, are you making things more dramatic than what they actually were? Or are you making things more exciting than they actually were? Are you looking at the past with rose-colored glasses, so to speak? Now, also the Six of Cups can talk about children. So this can be an indication of pregnancy or a matter involving your current children as well. And like I said, if you've got a lot of kids, they're all here. So there could be issues that you are dealing with kids to do with their study or their or messages regarding them and where they are in their life at this time as well. And finally, this card has many layered meanings. So finally, this card talks about reminding ourselves to be like a child. So have that fun in your life. Have that joie de vivre. It's not all about work and, study and family. Just go out and be like a kid and enjoy life, and let all of that heavy stuff fly off you for a while and just really have fun. And yeah, just make sure you keep that youthfulness in your life as well. Don't get so serious, because Taurians can be quite serious as well, because they have that sense of responsibility and worrying about other people and life and family and work and that kind of stuff. So remember to have that in your life too. Now, the Page of Wands, another court card. This is a fire sign, but this card, pages are always messages, and they bring in messages for the suit that they represent. And wands are things to do with career, your passion, your opportunities in your life. So This is quite an exciting card, and it does talk about a new opportunity that's going to present itself, and you're going to be getting some information about something wonderful regarding this opportunity coming into your life. And this can be work. This can be, like I mentioned earlier, you having a new career, or having some more study regarding work, and learning a new skill to do with your job. Or it can be something to do with a new passion that you've just decided you want to pursue and learn about. But it is something wonderful coming into your life, and it's a highly creative card as well. And it sort of asks you, it's not even asking you, it's kind of saying that you have this ability to think outside of the box in October, and it's going to be really valuable for you to do that. Just think differently than you normally would, or than everybody else would, and it's going to be really valuable for you. But when the Page of Wands does come into a reading, it really wants you to follow your passion and let them guide your life work. You know, you've got to follow your passions and what you love to do, and do it without question. You're really asked to use that unique brand of magic that you guys have and manifest your own happiness, because nobody else is going to do that for you. But again, this card can be talking about promotions, career change, anything new and promising in your professional life. So that's really quite exciting. And finally, the last card that you have is Igniting Courage. And the affirmation for this is, I am strong, valiant, and courageous. And most of the Taurians I know, they certainly are very much that way. But I'm going to read the meaning out for you. So, move forward fearlessly. Gather your inner forces and take a risk. Speak up for yourself by honoring your truth. This isn't the time to be timid or hold back. Go forward gallantly with your banner of truth waving in the wind. You are a light bearer for others. The universe wants you to know being courageous doesn't mean that you're not afraid. It means that in spite of fear and hesitation, you take action anyway. It's all right to fall down. Just don't stay down. Do not allow yourself to be limited by the beliefs of others or even your own beliefs. Face your fears. Go beyond the boundaries of your self-imposed barriers. Live passionately and boldly. Wow, what a great message, Taurus. I hope you have a wonderful month. If you're into crystals, check out my website at kazana.com.au. There's beautiful one-off pieces, all handmade in Australia by an Australian designer. So check those out if you like. Have a wonderful month, Taurus. Bye. Love you guys.